Drama. California is all about drama. It should be about science and drama, but for some people, it's just full drama. I want to talk about the science. I want to talk about free energy. I want to talk about putting money back into the wallets of good, honest American citizens. Why? Because a richer state means better health. Better health means better security. Our borders are not secure, mostly because people want to do business internationally and think they still have to physically go there. So, where does that leave us? Vulnerable? I am a very, very broken record about COVID because I won't shut the fuck up about it. And I refuse to because no one is ring that clarion bell. No one is. Because where is that Senate hearing? No, I'm not exactly saying drag a microbe, a virus into court. No, of course not. That doesn't make sense. But why not bring these senators, these representatives, fuck, even past presidents, put them in a courtroom so we can figure out what the fuck did you do during your time in office during a national emergency? Because it hasn't been, let's improve the health and wealth of the nation in order to ensure that we would be more resilient, resistant to viruses. Rich people get sick. They got the pandemic too, but not in the same numbers. Why? Because some of them just said, I don't have to put my fucking face in another person's face to get anything done. Jared Leto is a great example of this. He was on a retreat, didn't even know COVID was happening. I don't know for sure. He said it, so I have to accept it as the goddamn gospel truth. But if it is, why cannot all of us enjoy that fucking freedom? Why? Because if it's just a money thing, then there's a number, there's a figure. But if it's an ideological barrier, then that's a little bit easier to fix because it's just a matter of changing your mindset, changing maybe a user experience for people. People sometimes shop in stores. Some people actually like to browse, compare, clip the coupons, all that nonsense. Yeah, I notice there are curbside pickups for this hot out. Never, 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 never for this hot out. Like honestly, what the fuck, San Francisco? You thought I wasn't gonna fucking talk about it, but I mean, honestly, I talk about it all the time. But I'm gonna talk about it here. Okay, so I'm a humanitarian, even though I fucking hate people, but I do like the planet, even though I dislike this one. It's so confusing. Either way, I'll just say that I pick up litter when I can. It's not something that I do all the time, but number one, your body is meant to move. And if you just walk like this, you're not really moving your body. And as a veteran with PTSD who suffers from PTSD triggered attacks all the goddamn time, I don't really get to move my body. So maybe I'm just being selfish in saying I want my body to bend down and do a squat without actually saying I am doing a squat. So I bend down and I pick up some litter. And then, I'm waiting for my transportation, and lo and behold, because everyone in California is a fucking copycat because they can't do shit for themselves. I love it. I love it. I mean, I barely have melanin, but I do have some melanin. So I am not hip to whatever you're fucking putting down. I don't get it. It is a frequency that not even Jim Caviezel could fucking decode with David. Is it David Quaid or Dennis? Oh my god, it's Dennis Quaid and Randy Quaid. Oh my god, there's two brothers. You can never get them confused, but I do all the time. Ugh. Forgive me. Either way, Jim Caviezel. It's a weird frequency. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But either way, I'm waiting for my transportation, and lo and behold, here is some Californian, probably homeless, but I can never say for sure, and just has a bottle of, some sort of soft drink. I think it might have been Coca-Cola. I don't even know. I wasn't staring that hard. Maybe I was. But he is actually picking up litter too, and it's just I get that if you reach a certain income level or a certain level of success, you're not supposed to do that. But I don't agree with that statement. I don't think anybody agrees with that statement. I think if you see litter, you're supposed to pick it up. There's a reason why, San Francisco looks the way it does. It could have a little bit more sparkle. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just greedy that way. But there's not that much litter here. I came from LA, and LA is a dumpster fire compared to this. LA is just like I could never go back to LA after seeing San Francisco. I hate all California things, but when I walk on the streets of San Francisco and just see that there's like clean streets. They kinda wash the streets often, which is terrible for me because I have my own fucking phobias, I'm weird. But and everybody knows it. But anyway, they keep the city clean here, and there's space. I know I just did a podcast about why women have to be, like, right behind me when I'm walking, but there is genuine space here. Just wide open space. I mean, I moved north, but I mean, this is the fucking South. This is a southern town with a California swing. It's West Coast swing done with a Cracker Barrel. It has to be. It has to be some sort of mashup. Because how else do you explain it? I mean, things are so slow here. They have just rocking chairs wherever you can fucking see. And I know that I'm getting up there on age, and I probably could have used a fucking rocking chair because, my back is aching, my broad too tight, my booty shaking from the left to the right. But no, no, no. California is a very wealthy state. It doesn't look like it in certain places. And it's not a money issue. It's just a civic pride issue. Oh, I can say I hate California till the cows come home, till I turn blue, whatever. But I still pick up the litter here. I still want to see good things happen here. Hmm. And I know that if people could see their cities kind of like I see San Francisco, it's like I don't like the California bullshit that I have to go through, but I do appreciate the fact that it's just so nice and clean. It's a wonderful thing to see. There's less litter here. People are more inclined to just put things in the bins properly for the most part. I still find it here or there, but I think that's more like busy work for me. So I can work on my midfield punting with my fucking legs. Oh my god. I miss football. I really do. But I have injuries from my military service. So there goes dancing, there goes pretty much anything. And it's so intermittent too because of the PTSD, even though I can move about, I just choose not to. So I live like an invalid, even though I really shouldn't. So like I have to shake myself out of it. And it's gonna be so fucking cold. And me with my shorts and everything. I can't really continue that. I mean, werewolf or not, there comes a temperature where you just have to say, my pride as a sleazy fucking streetwalker cannot outweigh my common sense to put on pants. Even though I don't wear pants, I actually wear a dress everywhere. But we're not really supposed to say that in Western society, just how comfortable it is and how your ancestors did that. They had tunics, but tunics are just like long, shapeless dresses because they didn't have enough gay seamstresses. They just didn't. If they were that good, they're in the monastery living that gay lifestyle. It's like Mendel with his, I'm doing the pea plants. I'm like, yeah, you are, dude. And then right next to the pea plants, you getting fucking plowed. Good for you, dude. Good for you. But you get a lot of science done. You really do get a lot of science done when you're gay. I mean, sorry, gay for God, gay for Christ, whatever, whatever. Ah, I'm slowly calming down from that fight that I had to put up with because Americans just love to pick fights with people. They just do. It's what they do. Just crass. Just crass. I don't pick fights with people. I end them. Shame on me. Shame on me. Yes, 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 yes. I will resolve to be nicer to the less fucking fortunate, whatever. But no one talks back to me in that kind of way. I'm sorry. Handicapped or not, you talk about you talk back to me in that kind of way, dude. I will fucking go off on you. Like I will not let that go. I know that that is not what you want to hear, but it's just yeah. Some people who are handicapped are just assholes. I say it from personal experience because I know I'm a fucking asshole. I'm a fucking asshole with my fucking service animals that I bring everywhere, and I say I can't go up this, you know, can I go around the other way? It's just it's a lot. It's a lot. But that is my life. That is my life when I can bring people into my life because number one, the Californians, and I don't trust these fucking people as far as I can throw 'em. I mean, look, I left the East Coast, but at least with the East Coast, those people were fucking sheep. But they were rude as fuck, and you always knew where you stood with them. And so you just move past that. California is all about can we be your friends so we can fuck you over? Now, true, sometimes when they fuck me over, amazing things happen. But I don't really like being fucked over by anyone, especially a bunch of people who claim that, they're so in touch with the universe, but they're not doing half the shit that I'm fucking doing with speaking directly to government and telling them that we need to move forward with clean energy. California needs to start moving towards solar in a big way. In a big way, as in every hospital, the roof, solar panels, windows, solar panels, indoors, solar panels. All their energy needs right then and there. Oh, hello there. Oh, when you provide all your energy from the building itself instead of relying on the grid, your costs will go down. And then you can provide more because you're not paying a fucking bill. And I know that, like a hospital, it's like it's a public good and they can't afford to just turn off the lights or when they can. But sometimes, that's out of your control. I mean, after all, earthquakes happen, fires happen, idiots fucking happen, shit happens. And the idea that every fucking room in that building could be a self supportive unit, that no matter what, you would always have electricity, especially for those in ICUs. That's something you should be moving toward. You shouldn't be moving backwards and say, "Oh, we still burn coal. We still use oil. We none of this." I know that that's not really the case here, but we don't need nuclear. We don't need anything except the sun. And yes, having indoor solar panels is is where we're going. The energy needs of every single room, the energy needs of every person can be met. If you take these major buildings, because that's a lot of fucking real estate, people don't realize that, a hospital takes up a lot of space. It does. And all of that space, I'm sorry, last time I checked, you aren't fucking healing anybody. You're making people sick more than you're fucking healing people. So let's be honest. If that is the case, then I want more out of what these buildings are taking up because they get a lot of leeway on things because of the public good they're supposed to be doing by having a hospital. Well, they could be doing more public good by being a power plant as well as a hospital because all that surplus that they have there, they could feed that back into the grid or they can feed that into a new grid. And guess what? If you can't afford a solar panel and you say, Well, I mean, I care about the environment, but I don't have $10,000 for a solar panel. Well, guess who has $10,000 for solar panels? Hospitals. And even so, I want Americans to stop being so goddamn capitalist. Okay. You can build your own solar panel. I mean, it may not be as polished and as fancy as major companies have, but all you need to have is a steady, consistent output. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be functional, it has to be safe. But if we just if we just tried, we would be moving forward. I hate the fact that I have PTSD because I'm supposed to be in my office dedicating my time in San Francisco to sitting down and writing long emails to our executive branch here in California. But I have my PTSD, so it's too difficult. So I had to make some changes, and I don't think I'll be able to be in office for January, but hopefully I can find another solution. And I'm gonna keep talking on here because the idea of a clean energy California is a future I want to be part of. Because where else can you maybe get something like that done? Where you have everything coming together, you have great sun exposure for energy, not for your skin. That will give you cancer. But you have that, you have some environmentally minded people, and maybe you have, this idea that California is where people escape from the East Coast and an antiquated way of thinking. That the people, if you move to California, you think, I want something else, I want something different. Mm. I know that it's easy to just be a boring pop star that talks about clothes and fashion and makeup and music all the time, but that's not who I am. I'm a super nerd, and an environmentalist. So that's what I choose to do with my platform when I'm not talking about the beefs I have with random people that aren't so random. Oh, what happened there? I have to fucking search for that now. Oh well. It's a lot. It really is a lot, but I'm gonna get through this somehow. Somehow. I'm still hoping that the mayor reaches out to speak to me because, I mean, it's true. I don't really like your city and I don't really like California in general, but I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm wrong about environmental issues. And maybe if they were fixed, I would have less to complain about. I wouldn't have such a grievance against California. So I will speak to all of you later. I will try to be more consistent. I know that I took some time away to deal with my PTSD, but I don't have to deal with that alone. I could deal with that on camera. So I will try and do it that way. Another coping mechanism besides writing expensive arrangements to my favorite songs ever. My name is Ian Iliona. I am a veteran with PTSD and a environmentalist. I hope to see you on the next podcast.